Uh, where the hell do I even begin? Brace yourselves. I'm about to give the Saints living hell for how they performed today. Hit that intro. Alrighty, welcome to another episode of the Who Dat Weekly. We are live, post game reaction of the Saints versus Seahawks Week 3 matchup. And let me tell you, that was, as the title describes it, a disaster in Seattle. Like, I have hardly anything to say positive about this game, and if there is, it's like this much. But there's nothing good about this game, and they continue to shoot themselves in the foot repeatedly, left and right, over and over again for now 3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row, you have constantly one penalties galore. Like, we start off in the first quarter alone, 5 penalties, all pre-snap penalties. What the living hell? 2, defense, again, non-existent. Defense was non-existent once again. It was bad. And just to top it off, just to make things even worse, and something I didn't expect, the special teams, non-existent. Three of those were just, and I guess just to put the cherry on top of the cake, the fourth one, or really the honorable mention, the offense once again got off to a slow start. And it really revolves back around to the whole penalties thing. This game was so infuriating. And by the way, I'm sorry if I sound a bit off. It's because not only did I get really upset with this game, but also I'm fighting a cold, so I might sound a little bit scratchy or something like that. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and pull up the stats just so we can get this over with, because this game was just grade A atrocious. It was bad. In fact, let me make sure I have this on the right screen. Make sure we're not that one. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see, Seahawks game. Here we go. Okay. Looks like we're good. Okay. And we transition. There we go. All right. So as Saints fall to the Seattle Seahawks, 44-13, and it was by far our worst game of the season. Literally, it felt so lopsided, and even though the stats might tell you otherwise, it was very, very lopsided. Like you could see in total yards, we had 284 to their 320. It doesn't look bad, but it was just straight up bad. The killer, though, as y'all can see, the penalties, as I just mentioned. 12 penalties this entire game. Now, they weren't any better. They had 11. But for us, witnessing that disaster of a first quarter, what the living hell? Like, what we got? It just makes me question what was going on during practice. What was going on here? Like, how could you look this bad when in the last 2 weeks in a row we looked competitive, we had a little fire, we had a little fight, and it encouraged me. I figured we're not going to win a lot of games, but at least make it close. This was nowhere close. This was just straight up putrid garbage. Like, this was pitiful. Like, it's hard for me to be positive about this team when this team just straight up continues to rinse and repeat the same stupid bonehead mistakes left and right. You just can't win football games like that. And look, I understand Coach Moore is a first-time head coach, and maybe he's still trying to figure things out. But if this game does not wake him up, you're gonna be lucky to have a job through maybe halfway through next season, because you cannot win football games like that. You simply can't. You can't start off with 5 penalties and say we got to fix that over and over again. What are you doing to fix that? Because clearly it's not working. Either we have some stupid players on our team, or you're just not actually doing what you should be doing as a head coach, fixing the mistakes. I guarantee if Sean Payton was still our head coach, and we all know this, if Sean Payton was our head coach, though, he would be at it on them. He would be at these players' throats, making sure they do not make those same mental mistakes over and over again. Because the 12 penalties, most of them were pre-snap offensive penalties, but there were some really stupid defensive penalties too. Like the first one, when we went 4 and out on the first drive, and that was like one thing I did like. It was like we were trying to be aggressive. I did like that. It sucks that it didn't pan out. But the thing that really made me mad is we had a stop on the third down, but what does Brian Brzee do? He butts somebody's head, causes an unnecessary roughness penalty, and come on, man. How stupid can you be to allow that? And guess what happens? Literally a whole play later, they score a touchdown. It's bonehead decisions like that drive me nuts. Like, why? Why do you continue to shoot yourself in the foot on these stupid bonehead penalties? Why do you continue to do that? Why do you continue to do that to yourselves? This is how we play from behind, and we have been playing from behind every single game so far this season. Don't you want to come out and score quickly, make a statement out of the first drive telling me we are here to play some football? Today, I did not see us playing some football. Today was a disaster class of a Saints football game. This was so bad. I almost turned this game off. But because I'm a loyal Saints fan, I continue to watch it. And also, I got a podcast to run. So there's that. All around, this was just a bad game. And you know what's really bad? It's like the few positives that did happen. It's like I mentioned in my previous episode, where one of the key matches is making sure we shut down the run game, which we did. We shut them down. Kenneth Walker only had 38 total yards rushing, but we also allowed 2 rushing touchdowns. Like that, it does not help whatsoever. So, and we didn't. I would say we kind of somewhat contained Sam Darnold, but it just didn't feel like we did. Like we really didn't do a whole lot. Like Sam Darnold literally stopped playing. I think maybe 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It was that bad. Like this game was bad from start to finish. Everything just went so bad. It was disgusting. Like the turn, like everything went south so fast. Like I've seen some bad Saints games. I might have not been around like for like the 70s and 80s when the Saints were really, really bad, but this was the worst I've seen. This was just terrible. This was just putrid garbage, as I already mentioned. Like this was bad. Like I can't emphasize enough that we have got to make changes. We have got to make changes. Like not with the coaching staff because they just got here, but like we got to do something because clearly there's a lack of discipline on this team. It's so evident. 3 games in a row where you're having like more than 7 penalties a game. At this rate, we're going to be the highest penalized team in this league. We may not be throwing the ball over, like turning over the ball. That I am at least pleased with. And Rallard threw his very first interception this season, which shows that he still has a lot of growth. He still played okay, but at the same time, we're not winning games, which is not. What do we need to do to make this change? And let me just talk about the special teams real quick. The special teams, I was furious. I was just flat out furious. The special teams, where the hell were you guys? Like, seriously. as I mentioned, the first quarter was so bad when you start off with 5 penalties, and then shortly afterwards, we have a blocked punt that resulted in a quick touchdown by the Seahawks. On top of that, we had a punt return for a touchdown allowed by our special teams. What was the special teams doing? It's like, were y'all too busy throwing the fish around at the Seattle seafood market or something? Like, I saw that yesterday. As funny as it was, makes me wonder, did y'all just like waste your time? What were y'all doing? And I don't know what went wrong. And that wasn't the only thing. They allowed so many big, long kickoff returns and punt returns for the majority of this game. The special teams just simply forgot to show up. They were just not there and allowed Seattle to just make these easy scores left and right. This game was just horrible. Nobody showed up. Defense wasn't there. Offense was trying their best, but got overwhelmed. Special teams simply just wasn't there. They might have gotten drunk off of Bourbon Street, just forgot to play their game, for all I know. So I don't know what to. I just don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think, y'all. Like, this game was just bad. I fear the worst for next weekend when we play the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, I'm scared to death. Like, I really don't know what to expect from that game. It could be a very similar game, maybe done differently. Probably the defense is simply not working out. Excuse me, y'all. Like, I'm afraid of what Josh Allen's gonna do. He's gonna see this defense and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have like 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no picks, no fumbles, no nothing." James Cook, he's gonna like say, "Oh, this is a very easy defense. I might get 200 yards rushing." This, God, just thinking about it just scares the hell out of me. It's like, eh, it's gonna be ugly, y'all. So, and one thing I noticed from the end of this game is that the Saints did actually put in Tyler Shuck for a drive. I don't remember if he got like more than one. I think it was just one. Um, and when he was out there, he didn't do anything. Like, literally, it was very much like how last season when Derek Carr against the Chiefs, he did all he could, and they decided to bench him for Jake Haener, and Jake Haener didn't do squat. It's very much like that. But it also kind of begs me the question: how much longer will Spinzarella actually last? Because initially I thought he might actually last a little longer than we anticipated. But the bigger question is now: did his leash just get shorter all of a sudden after today's game? I guess out of fairness to him, I wouldn't say he was the sole problem for this game because, as already mentioned, defense let us down big time. Special teams was a huge letdown. Spencer Rattler, his stats here are 218 yards out of 28 of 39 passing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. So it's like those stats they're not horrible, but it could have been better. It could have been a lot better. And here's the other thing, like Alvin Kamara had only 42 yards rushing. We tried to run a lot in this game, but this game just was not. It was not in our favor to run the ball whatsoever. And the other good thing I did notice is that we finally started utilizing Chris Olave, which I've been wanting to see. He had 10 whole receptions, which is the highest he's made all season, but he only got 57 yards. So it's like that's a lot. That's a lot of short passes, which kind of like adds to my criticism toward Spencer Rattler. Like, you gotta start spreading that ball around, spread it deep. He only did like a handful of times in this game, very much like he did against Arizona, and yeah, it wasn't very good, y'all. It was not good. Trying to think what else happened that I guess was good. I already mentioned the Saints' run defense was pretty solid for the most part. It just didn't. This game was just bad, y'all. It was bad. So, um, but yeah, but as I already mentioned, like, I really hope that this game is a turning point for Coach Kellen Moore because I'm scared for him, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, His Saints fans on social media are already calling for his head, saying he should be fired. I'm like, well, first off, timeout, timeout. Um, he doesn't deserve to be fired just yet. This was just a really straight up really bad game. Um, and I would imagine every first time head coach is going to have those bad games. And I'm hoping this was his bad game. This was his hopefully this his reality check to being a better football head coach. Like you gotta your game management has got to be better. Excuse me. Game management has to be better. You gotta do better play calling because your play calling has been very sus lately. At least, especially in this game, it was not good. Too many dinks and doinks left and right. Oh, that's another thing. It's not related to the coach. We gotta get rid of Groupie. Simple as that. Get rid of Groupie. Like Groupie, I've had enough of him. I've had enough of him. Like this is now 3 games in a row where he's missed a field goal. He made one today, but then missed another. It was just why are we entertaining him much longer? We might as well bring in the other kicker that we've been using during training camp. See what he's made of because Groupie just ain't it. Groupie is he looks good in practice, but he's not good during games for some bizarre reason. I don't know what switches his flip the switch during games, but it just does not flip back. You know what I mean? So, but going back to Coach Moore, like I feel like in the first 2 games he's done well. Uh, well, not well. He's done okay, but he's got to step up his game. He's got to like take this game and fully understand this. It takes a lot to be an NFL head coach. I may not know what's like personally, and thank God I'm not, but I would imagine it takes a lot of monitoring the players and also game management as well, play calling, making sure the players are good to go, etc. Like it's probably a handful for this guy, and he's probably feeling it right now. Like right after halftime, I was just hearing what he was saying. Like that, you know how they do these little short 30-second interviews with coaches at either before or after halftime. He looked pretty upset, and I would be too because this game has gone the complete opposite direction for us, and I need to see him with a little fire. I haven't seen that yet, and my only guess is that he's still trying to figure things out as a head coach for the Saints, and I'm hoping he is, and I'm hoping this game will just allow him to like grow from it and learn from his mistakes as a head coach. But he's got to do better because you continue to play like that, you're gonna be out of a job much sooner than you anticipated. So, and I don't want that to happen to him. There's some good things I like in training camp. I really liked what he was doing, like his approach to players. I really liked that, but at the same time, you have got to do better decision making as a head coach, and that's that. So, excuse me. Sorry, this cold is killing me. um, but yeah, let me know what y'all thoughts are about this game. If you have any positives that y'all liked about this game, despite how horrendous this went. I guess one other positive that's not exactly Saints related. At least we scored points, unlike those dirty birds in Atlanta. So there's that. At least, um, yeah, man, it's just a rough day. I think this is one of those games where we just have to sleep it off. Just try again next week. Even though I'm expecting a slaughterhouse next week. That's how low my um that's how low I expect the Saints to go this coming week. Uh, who dat? Am I right? Who dat for life? Anyway, yeah. Y'all let me know what your thoughts are about this game. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna continue to post content every week. No matter how bad we play, I'm here through and through because I'm a die-hard Saints fan for life. We're gonna have bad games like this. We saw quite a few of them last year, and I like I will end on this kind of positive note. I feel like despite how this game went, like there's still a light at the end of the tunnel. Like I feel like eventually, uh, things are gonna go our way. I don't know when, I don't know how, but eventually they will go our way because the young guys that we have on this team could provide us the right direction we need to go because some of them did play, like Quincy Riley, for example. He forced a fumble late into the game, which was really good. I didn't see Alex Anzalone yet, but I'm trying to think who else was out there. Kendrick Miller continues to play hard. Um, yeah, at this point, the season. I mean, it might still be too early for the season. Excuse me. It might still be too early for to like call it for the season because like we still got some football to play. But at this point, it really wouldn't hurt to like start playing our younger guys. It really wouldn't hurt. Just see what they're made of. See if it might provide that necessary boost, and just see how it goes. Really. Um, yeah. So anyway, hopefully I'll be much better spirits after I sleep this one off, and hopefully I can get rid of this stupid cold. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy this video. Leave a comment below on your thoughts, and also don't forget to follow us on social media. I did get rid of Twitter X because I decided it is just too toxic right now. It's for other reasons. I'm not gonna get into that. So, not revolving me. It's just Twitter in general. I mean, y'all should know. So, but yeah, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. That's just the two primary ones I'm using. I'll post their links below after I wrap up this video. And yeah, alrighty, gang.